Hello everyone and welcome to another English with Joseph. A very special welcome to you if this is the first time that you're watching. These video clips are designed to give you tips and ideas about learning English. They also are designed to help you speak better English, and as well as that, to help you learn some things about me, my life here in Spain, in Barcelona, and other things about the English-speaking world. Well, as you may already know, my name is Joseph, and I grew up in Scotland. I don't know if you've ever been to the UK, but Scotland is in the northern parts. Today, first of all, I would like to tell you about what I did yesterday. Yesterday, I went for a walk here in Barcelona, and I walked by the sea. While I was walking by the sea yesterday, I noticed something which was a little bit unusual. The first thing I noticed was that anyone who had left bags unattended were quickly being questioned by police. I think after the terrorist attacks in Nice, in France, there's a heightened sense of security here in Barcelona. The other thing I noticed, and this is a new thing for Barcelona, is that the police were asking people to cover up, to put on their clothes. At the beach everything was fine, but some people had walked away from the beach, maybe without wearing their shirt, for example, or maybe wearing their swimming trunks, and the police were asking them to put on their clothes. I think the reason for this is because Barcelona is trying to change its image. This is not a Spanish problem or a Spanish thing. This is just a Barcelona thing. At the moment, Barcelona has a very militant mayor, and she's already said that she doesn't want Barcelona to look like Venice. I didn't actually think there was anything wrong with Venice, but they're beginning to take steps to try to stop tourism here. One of the steps they've taken is to close down a lot of small hotels, to remove a lot of the discotheques, so that tourism is restricted to the high, more expensive end. They've agreed with a lot of large hotel chains that they will receive a lot more tourists than before. So basically tourism will be a bit more expensive, and the people who will visit Barcelona will be people who can afford it. There's lots of messages which you may have seen in the press about Barcelona now saying, tourists go home, we don't want you here. They've also passed certain laws so that people who are not resident here in Barcelona can't rent property. Schemes like Airbnb are beginning to become heavily restricted and also heavily taxed to try and stop the number of tourists coming here. Personally, I think it's a very stupid idea. But, well, it's politics, it's not a personal thing, but it seems just a little bit strange for me. It seems a little bit strange that a country is going bankrupt would want to try and restrict the thing, which tries to give them money. But I can understand, because this city is a little bit dangerous, and there are many people who are very drunk who cause a lot of problems. And even I have seen some things in this city that I don't particularly like. But I was very surprised though, because when the police were telling people to cover up, it seemed a little bit moral. So although they were telling tourists, oh, don't come to Barcelona, and these things in the newspapers, it seems a bit strange that they would actually go to them on the streets and say, put your shirt on. But this is a new thing, and Barcelona says it wants its city back. Unfortunately, here in Barcelona, there's a lot of corruption and a lot of very bad people. So, of course, it's all about money and ego and publicity. There is also a sense of nationalism. People feel that Barcelona should be independent, and as a result of this, many people think that tourists cause a lot of problems, and they do, but I think Spanish cause even more problems in other ways. Anyway, that's just a little update about Barcelona, and if you're thinking of coming to Barcelona, please do come, but you have to remember that it might be a little bit different from what you read about. In Europe and in the UK, Barcelona is known for being a party city. Everyone comes to Barcelona to take a nice cup of coffee on the street, and also to walk by the beach romantically, maybe to go to a disco. And that's becoming harder to do now. And it's becoming harder to do because, first of all, it's expensive. Secondly, accommodation is not as available as it was. And thirdly, the attitude of Spanish people towards tourists, which is increasingly bad. It's something the same as the UK. As the UK has left the European Union now, it also has a fierce sense of nationalism, and many people have been attacked or approached and even asked to leave the country, but not by the government, but by the people. So as capitalism seems to be ending, there's some kind of nationalistic idea or opinion rising. It's a little bit strange for me. Anyway, I just wanted to give you that update. For those of you who have lessons with me on italki, I just want you to know that because it's summer, I have many free slots and many free times to have a lesson with you. I'm having lots of cancellations, people moving their lessons to different dates in different months. Today, for example, usually every day I teach around seven people over 7 hours. But today I have 3 lessons because everyone else has cancelled. So if you need a lesson with me, please go to italki, or if you write to me privately, we can arrange it. My Skype is English with Joseph. On italki, there's a link on this Dailymotion page which you can cut and paste into your browser. Well, that's all I want to say today. A very, very good day to you. Bye-bye.